What is up, PMPBeta? This is the TheLightningFlare here, bringing you guys an RE battle that I had against Noah or Nojnp that you might have seen on the Pokemoshpit like a week ago or something like that. If this gets uploaded soon. But anyways, this is an RE match, like I said. So let's just go and get this started. I lit off with my pork chop, my Embor, as he leads off with his Gallade. Here, I knew I could go on speed since I am scarfed, unless he was scarfed as well. So I'm just gonna go for the Flare Blitz. It barely kills, which I thought it would have, but he is just able to go and kill me off with close combat. So he does go and get a defense drop, so this is a good time to go and send out my Kabutops after my pork chop faints, my Hash Slinging Slasher, and I do want to go for the Aqua Jet. I did forget about the Shadow Sneak, but the Shadow Sneak was good in a sense. I do get my weak armor boost. But I should have just waterfalled or something. Like maybe set up, I don't even know. Like set up Stealth Rocks at that turn. But now he sends out his Richie Babies, his Poliwrath, as I just go for the Stealth Rocks. He's gonna go for the Substitute, and I was like, oh crap, this is bad. This thing resists both my stabs. This is basically the bane of my existence in this battle. I'm just gonna go for the Stone Edge, seeing how much it will do. It doesn't break the sub, and he goes for the bulk up, and I'm like, oh my god, I need to switch out of here as fast as I can. The reason I didn't switch at the first place was because of the weak armor boost, and I thought I might be able to go and take it out with the Stone Edge, the substitute, but that doesn't happen. I'm just going to switch out of my Lantern here, because I do have the electric stab move. He's going to go and set up another bulk up, and I'm like, this is getting dangerous. I'm just going to go for the Volt Switch, since I know it will go and break the sub, and allow me to go and switch into another Pokemon to resist one of the moves that he's going to go for. Now here I'm predicting him to go for a fighting type move since I had a Lantern out. And he goes for the Circle Throw, which is good for me since I don't have to stay in here and take the water move next turn. I go to my Overkill, which is pretty much an overkill, but it barely does anything. But when it does do something, it does stuff. I go for the High Jump Kick. It's banded, so it does a lot even at +2. But he goes for the Water Spall. I barely live it. And he switches out into his Rotom. I forgot that he had a Rotom on his team. I was predicting him to go into his Claydol actually, and I knew that that I would do a decent amount to Claydol. And I'm sorry, like freezes up there a little bit, but I forgot completely about the Rotom, so that was a stupid play on my part. I'm gonna mind Naruto, my Exceligor. I'm just gonna go and Revenge Kill with not Revenge Kill, but I do go and bring it down low with the Bug Buzz crit. The crit didn't matter since it is a 2-hit kill anyways, if I recall correctly. He goes for the Volt Switch, so that's a thing. He goes to the Power in Spanish. I'm just gonna go and Bug Buzz it, and not really predicting anything. But he does have the Banded Outrage at his disposal, so I was like, oh my god, this is bad, sort of. But I'm just gonna go into my Gligar. I do have the Earthquake, so that's what I'm going to hit him with. I'm hoping that will go and take it out of this range, and it does. Luckily, I outspeed as well. But Druddigon is pretty slow. He goes into this thing. He goes for the tricks me the Choice Scarf, which is pretty good and bad, because Gligar with the Choice Scarf is not bad. I also go for the U-turn this turn, so it's pretty good that I have Scarf U-turn now. But I'm just going to go into my current. Now here, I go for the he sets up his Stealth Rocks. I didn't really fear the Trick Divilite too much. I just go for the Ice Beam, predicting him to go and switch into his Poliwrath, because I didn't want to go for the Volt Switch and stayed in, but I don't want to go for the Scalding unless he switches out. Now here, I'm predicting the Trick again, just so I can go and get my Eviolite back. But here I just go and stay in, because I was like, wait, Choice Scarf U-turn might be useful. Or the Choice Scarf might be useful for something later, which it is useful for something later. Also, the U-turn does do a good amount, letting me know that I can go and kill it off with the Ice Beam next turn, or this thing. Now I send out my Kabutops, and then I'm going to make a double switch again, predicting him to go to his Poliwrath to go and absorb the water move. But here he just goes for the safe Earth Power, and that was a kind of dumb play on my part, but since Lantern is a specially defensive beast, I am able to go and take the Earth Power pretty well. He goes for the Rapid Spin here, and I'm like, okay, that is a thing. I'm just gonna go for the Ice Beam again, because I know it would kill, and just in case he goes switch out into his Poliwrath, I want to go and hit it with some damage instead of healing it. Now he goes into his I don't know what that is, Rotom. I don't know the nickname, my bad. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm just gonna go for the Scald here, and I do go and get the Skull Burn, so that's 2 hacks with this thing. Let's see what happens now. I forget. I think he goes for the Shadow Ball this turn. So much after turn effects. Yeah, Shadow Ball. He gets a crit on me, so that kind of repays for the hacks I got on the Rotom. I'm just gonna go for the Volt Switch, knowing that it'll kill, and I get to go and bring something like on a double down sort of thing. But I am at 7 HP, which means I will be going to die to rocks later. But I do have my Choice Scarf Gligar here. He goes into his Arab, which is Drapion. Really similar names. I'm just gonna go for the Choice Scarf Earthquake. It's about 2 KO. He sets up the Swords Dance, which is not too threatening for me, but he does have the Lep Silvers, which means he will be able to go and live this next Earthquake and go and do a lot of damage with the +2 Night Slash. Even though it does do a lot of damage, it will not go and take me out. Luckily, since Gligar, I do have max HP, max defense on this Gligar, and I'm just gonna finish it off with another Earthquake. So everything's looking pretty well here. I got 3 Pokemon, 2 Pokemon if you're not counting the Lantern. But he has all he has is Poliwrath left. He sets up a Bulk Up as I go for the Earthquake, and I'm like here letting my thing die because I'm thinking that I could go to my Kabutops if I bring it down low enough and go and KO with the Stone Edge. I'm just continuing to go for Earthquake, and he goes and KOs me with the Waterfall. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I got the Kabutops here with the Stone Edge. But then I see the leftovers, see that yellow, and I'm like, oh, this is good game for him, because I'm like, I cannot KO with the Stone Edge from yellow. I thought I could go and KO from red, and it barely KOs, and I'm like, okay, GG, bro. This is like the best match I ever had with this team. But then he doesn't kill me, and I get the weak armor boost, which doesn't really matter, but he doesn't kill me. I live at 9, so that's really good for me. I'm just going to go for another Stone Edge, take it out, and no, he lives with like 6 HP, he told me. And he's able to go and kill me off with a Waterfall, and Lantern, when he switches in, will go and die. So I hope you guys enjoyed this match. Sub to Noah, he's really good battler, and he's whatever Sophie calls him, that he likes subs or something. Go and subscribe. You don't have to go and subscribe to me if you don't want to, but subscribe to Pokemoshpitbeta. At least go and check out my channel.